What's going up? Yes, we're finally getting our backyard done. So while they were doing that, I decided to get out of the house and go shopping for some sprays. But oh my gosh, the garden center was on point. I wanted all of these. Oh my god, you can't go wrong with these plants. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I got this. Apparently, neem oil is not allowed in Canada. Toxic to humans. So, we're getting this. So, I have a problem at my house. Spider mites are taking over. And so, we're going shopping for any spray that says spider mites that's not going to kill all my beneficial insects. And it's still friendly. So we're at Home Depot collecting it. But let me show you my problem.
You can hear me. This is my problem area right here. If you can recall, I have these two boxwoods, that one and this one flanking this area. I have so much going on back here, so excuse the noise. They are fixing my backyard right now.
I so badly wanted to give them their space, but they've been here a few days and all I can think about is this plant that's suffering. So I'm going to try and stay out their way.
I came back from vacation and it's infested with spider mites and it's really nasty, and Japanese beetles have been a plight of mine. I'll show you the damage they've caused. Well, let me show you what the Japanese beetles have done. To find that they ate all my plants, the leaves, so bad. This one is even better
I have
than the
two
one back
neighbors
there.
that have put up about 4 of those yellow and green Japanese beetle traps that they sell at Home Depot and all the stores. And it basically calls all the Japanese beetles from around the neighborhood to your area. And they have just, I feel like they're all coming here because of it. And what can I do but to just try and fight off what I can?
I have 3 mite killers that I'm going to apply. When you're dealing with spider mites, you want to make sure that you don't just attack the mites with just one product, because they're very tough and they're one of those, like, they're almost like antibiotics. You apply it the first time and you killed a few of them. They have their eggs, they hatch, but then they get used to whatever you apply to them. So I like to go in with a 3-prong approach. I went to Home Depot, tried to find neem oil, but then the neem oil apparently is not allowed here in Canada. So I got another one that has a sulfur base to it, which is what the individual at the plant store told me that I should use. So I'm just going to interchange between the 3 every week. So this week, I'm going to use the one with the sulfur because it seems like that one might be my best bet to start with. I don't know. He just sounded so convinced that that was like the most superior one. So I will use that. And then next week, I'll rotate to the other one. And then the week after, I'll rotate to the last one. And I'll do that for 3 weeks. And I think that should resolve the problem. It sucks because it's like the same size as the other one. And it's hard to find boxwoods that match. But there's nothing I can do about that now. I'll just try and resolve the issue. And if it doesn't get resolved, then I have no choice but to replace it. But at least let me try and fix it.
So I did end up giving them their space and came out the following morning, early in the morning, so that this spray doesn't kill any of my bee population. I could have been a little bit earlier, but I beat the masses and I think it should be fine. So I'm just spraying every corner, every nook and cranny of this plant, just to make sure that I don't leave any spider mites behind. There's just things everywhere right now, but hooray! The fence is finally done over here. It looks so good. Over there it's done. As you guys know, been following me on my channel for a bit. We've been living without a fence all around there. We've been living without a fence for the past 3 to 4 years with our neighbors here because some people came. They said they would do our fence for us. They took our money. They dug holes. For me, they did like this part all the way around, and then they just stopped right there. And then they never showed up, and then the rest of them just didn't get anything even after paying. Finally we got someone to do it, so I'm happy that that's done. They just still need to finish up with the fencing like there. And a new update, so this part of the garden, I really enjoy this side of my yard. I think it's so beautiful, the hydrangea and the cherry trees that are on the sand cherry standards and everything that we've done here with the sedum on the bottom. I really like this area. My husband has been asking for, like, since we moved in, to do a deck back here, and this is the side that he's chosen. And he just wants an area where he can sit and enjoy, because he wants to have steak, do something in the backyard that he likes. So far, as you can see, I have taken up the backyard for my passion, and so he just wants to have this area for a deck. And then we're gonna rehome some of these plants and put them in different areas of the garden. I still think that I can make the space work with the deck. He just wants it from there going out all the way to over there where the air conditioner is. So in the next few days, I'm going to be working on removing these plants, just to kind of rehome them. Now, I don't have much what do you call that, shade in this garden. This was my only shade bed, but I'm hoping that once we start moving like the big plants out of here and placing them elsewhere, there'll be shade underneath, but we'll make it work. In the meantime, I'm just cleaning up and putting things back where they belong.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling.
I did think about whether or not I should put the mesh on the fence here so that I can grow my climbing plants, but I thought it wouldn't look nice, and we just did our fence, so let me just keep the aesthetic clean and nice and not mess with it.
I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes.
Over the last few weeks, we've been plucking or picking our potatoes and using it in meals. The kids have been having a blast discovering more potatoes. So I was hoping that I would still have some when I harvest, but the joy is in, getting the kids involved and eating fresh from the garden. So let's see how much is in here. I hope there's something. You can see all the holes that we've dug. It's not a bad harvest. I can use this. And actually, I didn't think I would get much because the potatoes were so aesthetically pleasing where they were. If I want more potatoes, I probably grow in something as big as this. But I'm pleased with what I got, and it was beautiful while they were there. So this is garlic, and I'm not particularly pleased with this harvest. When I was buying the garlic, the lady at the counter said, "Oh my, those are small garlic seeds," because it were tiny, and I'd never grown garlic before in my garden. Now I know the next time I go, I'm gonna get seeds from those gigantic garlics so that I get a really big harvest next year. So that's what I'll do going forward. So I just removed everything out of the way. I still need to cut back our grass. We just came back from Jamaica. Emmanuel and I actually got married in Jamaica almost 10 years ago. Next year will be our 10-year anniversary, so it was nice going there this year. But we just got back from there, and the weeds have taken over. We had weeds before we left, but we just didn't have time to just deal with it. Weed killers are something that I need to get familiar with because they are taking over my lawn. And at first I thought they were cute, like the dandelions. I think they're, beautiful. I know a lot of people are like, dandelions, but now I see why. Just got to get rid of it. I can't stand the pollen. So I have a lot of that to deal in my lawn, and instead of dealing with it, we've just been mowing the lawn. But I don't know. We'll see if we get to deal with that. I think what I'll do is just kind of read up on, pre-emergence. I think that's something people use in late winter to kind of prevent weeds from coming. Maybe we'll try that. For now, this poor plant is the scarlet bean runner that I had growing along the fence that the workers did. I had sort of forgotten about it, and they were like trampling on it, which is not their fault because how would they know, and I didn't tell them. But when I did remember, I dug it out and I put it in this container waiting to replant it, and I hope that it would survive. This one looks pretty bad, but we'll see. So I'm going to plant it back in this spot.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest.
I'm looking for my carrot seed.
I should be the last to know.
Okay, so I have two varieties of carrot that I'm going to start. It's getting close to fall now, like we're midsummer, and I want to start planting my cold season crops, so plants that like the cold. So I'm going to replace these that had the potatoes in there. I'm going to replace them with carrots. It says it takes about, it doesn't say on this packet, about 65 to 80 days. Whew, I don't know if I have that much time. So we're end of July, so August 30 days, September 30 days, that's 60, and my last frost date is in October. So I have about 70 days flat. But actually, it's not bad because carrots can grow even in the winter. So I have 6 containers here. I'm going to pour some biofilm in each one just to kind of recharge the soil. Oops.
Show me where the ending goes.
I never measure. I just put it in there. Can't harm the plants. Just don't pour the whole bag. Okay, so now it says I should plant it about right on top of the soil, really.
I mistook you for a dream. The engine glowed, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Mona. I push back the serious.
Not really measuring.
The ends
Just putting it in there.
to get back the life I used to know.
I'll put a little bit of compost on top. Just gonna sprinkle it on top.
This I
Just
stand
to kind of give it a little bit of coverage.
Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be
I
the
did
last
end up watering everything in. Things are coming together, the fence is up, and I'm waiting for a good harvest this year. Thank you for joining me, guys, and I hope the very best in your gardens. See you next time.